You won't believe me, but we actually have great games to play during the summer. So come with me, because I will tell you the games that are coming on July. But before that, welcome back to the channel, and if you are new here, welcome. I'm Morgana, and I post here some gameplays of video games and also some news about games. And this time, it's the games of the month. So let's see what we have. For the first game, picture this. You are totally done with those cute, cozy farming games where you just plant pumpkins and pet cows in the bright sunlight. But what if your next massive gaming obsession forces you to do your chores entirely at night? Because you are literally a vampire! Welcome to the Moonlight Peaks. Forget the usually farming routine. Here, you will spend your nights cultivating cursed scraps, mastering dark magic spells, and designing a gothic state worthy of Dracula himself. And when you are not working, you are exploring a town packed with witches and werewolves, and even testing your luck with Supernatural Dating Simulator. The wildest part is this game actually blew up on TikTok long before its release, just because the community became obsessed with the concept of a Nemo Stardew Valley. If you've been looking for a relaxing game with a permanent Halloween aesthetic, you are going to want to sink your teeth into this one. Oh guys, brace yourselves, because the greatest pirate simulator ever made is officially back. And no, this isn't just a lazy remaster, we are talking about Black Flag Resynced, a ground-up next-gen remake where we step back into the boots of the legendary Edward Kenway in a breathtaking 18th century Caribbean. The gameplay loop splits into two perfect worlds. Half the time you are on land, parkouring across tropical islands and stealthy hunting targets with your hidden blades, and the other half you are the captain of the Jack Dawn, engaging in brutal naval warfare, upgrading your cannons, raiding royal galleons, and diving for sinking treasures. Here's a fantastic piece of gaming history. When the original came out, players fell so deeply in love with the songs your crew sing on the ship, the iconic sea shanties, that Ubisoft actually had to release a standalone music album just for the fans. So get ready to blast Leave Her, Johnny in full 3D audio. If you play on PC or modern consoles and you are deeply missing those pure, unadulterated gaming sessions from your childhood, look no further. Backyard Baseball is officially making a comeback, and there are no complex storylines or hardware melting graphics here, just the simple joy of picking neighborhood kids and playing baseball in a literal backyard. Forget hyper-realistic sports simulators where you have to memorize 50 different button combinations. This is pure arcade fun. The controls are incredibly easy to pick up, but matches get beautifully chaotic thanks to the ridiculous power-ups, like balls that travel underground or aluminum bats that hit home runs straight into orbit. Say what you want about sports culture, but nobody turns university athletics into a chaotic masterpiece quite like the Americans. College Football 27 drops you right into the heart of that insane stadium atmosphere. Forget the pros playing for multi-million-dollar contracts. Here, you are playing for the raw pride of your school. This is an incredibly deep tactical sports simulation. If your team starts gaining momentum, the stadium crowds get so unhinged that your screen will literally start shaking, making it harder for your opponent to pass the ball. The crown jewel is Dynasty mode. where you act as manager, recruiting high school rookies and building a football empire from scratch. Behind the scenes, this franchise famously took an 11-year hiatus due to massive legal battles over player likeliness and licensing rights. Now that it's back and fighting on all cylinders, it has become an absolute sales juggernaut, completely dominating the sports multiplayer scene. Now, for all my RPG fans and anime lovers out there, pack your bags because we are officially flying back to the Sky Realm. Endless Ragnarok is expanding the massive Granblue fantasy Relink universe, with a brand new storyline packed with cosmic stakes, gorgeous cel-shaded graphics, and massive new endgame threats. Think of the combat as a beautiful love child between the flashy fluid movement of Kingdom Hearts and the tight co-op structure of Monster Hunter. You choose your hero from a massive roster, each with a completely distinct weapon and playstyle, and team up with 3 friends online to take down giant raid bosses in epic multi-stage spectacles. So keep an eye on this development detail. The combat engine was originally co-developed by Platinum Games, the originally studio behind Nier Automata. Even though Cygames finished the game on their own, that ultra-satisfying lightning-fast combat feel is fully there. It is pure eye candy. So who among us hasn't watched an anime about players getting trapped inside a virtual reality world and secretly thought, man, I wish I could play that? Well, Echoes of Aincrad was built specifically to fulfill that fantasy. The lore traps you inside a massive floating castle with 100 unique floors where humanity has to conquer every level to survive. While it looks like a traditional MMORPG, the combat is heavily action-oriented. You won't be standing still, clicking a mouse. You have to actively dodge, parry, and chain massive sword skills in real time. You will explore bustling fantasy cities on the lower floors, squad up with friends to hunt field bosses, and clear deadly dungeons to unlock the next level. To push up the anime immersion to the absolute limit, the developers included hardcore servers with a permadeath lit mechanic. If your character dies during a major boss raid, you lose your gear and get locked out of that floor for an entire real-world week. It's the ultimate high-stakes challenge for RPG nerds. Get ready to pack your gear and head back to the Galapagos Islands because the wildest viral gaming phenomenon of recent years is getting a massive new expansion. For everyone who has been living under a rock, Palworld starts like a friendly monster collecting adventure right up until you realize you can give your creatures assault rifles and rocket launchers. The game functions are a massive open-world multiplayer surviving crafting experience. You explore dangerous biomes, battle giant bosses creatures, and capture animals called poles. Back at your base, you build assembly lines where your poles help you mine resources, craft high-tech weaponry, and construct fortresses. When it first launched, Palworld absolutely shattered Steam records, crossing 2 million concurrent players in days and earning the nickname Pokemon with Guns. This new summer update introduced brand new islands to explore and a roster or even weirder, more chaotic balls to capture. Welcome to the bleak, neon-soaked future of D-topia. The world as we know it has collapsed, leaving behind a decaying tech wasteland ruled by rogue artificial intelligence, toxic atmospheres, and ruthless corporate factions. And your job is set up as the leader of a small band of survivors and try to see tomorrow. This is a hardcore sci-fi survival and colony building simulator. You have to scavenge through ruined cyberpunk cities for old tech scraps, filter contaminated air, engineer advanced power grids, and mount automated turrets to defend your compound. Every single choice matters and resources are absolutely scarce. My friends, gaming history is finally being made. For the first time ever, Master Chief is crossing enemy lines and landing directly onto the PlayStation console. Halo Campaign Involved is a ground-up, breathtaking remake of the legendary 2001 sci-fi shooter that originally put Xbox on the map. This is pure, cinematic first-person shooter rebuilt entirely in Unreal Engine 5. The classic gameplay loop is preserved perfectly, that iconic rhythm of popping alien shields, throwing plasma grenades, and hijacking aliens' vehicles. However, the worlds are now massive, environments are fully destructible, and the enemy AI adapts to your playstyle. A fun fact is the developers wanted to respect the original game so badly that they tracked down the original 25 years old audio files for the weapons and shield recharges. This is a monumental gaming event you don't want to miss. We are closing out the month with a game that is poised to be the next massive multiplayer trend. Mistfall Hunter drops into a dark fantasy wasteland swallowed by a corrupt, magical fog where the old gods have fallen. You play as a resurrected hunter whose only job is to venture into the mist, stealth magical relics, and get out alive. This game blends third-person Souls-like combat with the high-stakes rules of an extraction shooter. You drop into the fog solo or in a squad, and every basic monster can kill you if you mess up a dodge. To make things worse, there are other real players on the map, and you'll have to hunt loot, fire off rivals, and escape. And if you die before extracting, you lose everything you brought with you. To make things incredibly stressful, the game features a greed mechanic. The more rare loot you pack into your inventory, the slower your character moves, and the more noise you make in the fog, essentially turning you into a walking target for other players. It is pure unadulterated adrenaline. And these are the 10 most anticipated games that I feel like you're probably going to enjoy. Don't forget to tell me in the comments which one are you excited to play, because I just realized that summer we just want something to be chill about. Don't do anything, don't think much, something simple and enjoyable. And I feel like these ones we have everything. Something like Star Valley and others that if you die you lose everything. So it's kind of 50-50 I guess. For the ones who like competitive and for the ones who like chilling. And in September we know that all of the big games are coming. So I hope you enjoy these games. And I will see you around. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe if you want to continue watching more videos like this or watching some gameplays in this channel. My recent game that I'm going to play is going to be the Plague Tale Requiem. So if you want to stick around and watch it, you are welcome here. And I'll see you in another video.